They need to form up side by side, basically within their grid boxes on either side of the Formula One start grid.
Yeah, correct. Last year we could see the poleman dictate his place on the road, and this year they've said you've got half the track each, boys, sorted out, and this will be an interesting run into turn one. As you said, we always have standing starts, but this weekend a point of difference, a rolling start, and it's going to be interesting to see who gets the jump out of the two Pepsi boys.
The teammates are on the front row. It might not be playing for championship points, but gee, there's always a lot on the line at Albert Park. They're very, very close, and the pole sitter a long way to the centre line. There's the green flag. They'll get to the acceleration zone now and unleash the B8 Supercars at Albert Park. Great start from Mark Winterbottom, and the Albert Park spread behind them as they go 4 and 5 wide into turn one. Watch for Van Gisbergen down the inside. Tries to squeeze James Courtney wide. Can't do it. Courtney's in front of David Reynolds, and the Holden Racing Team car goes to third. Van Gisbergen to fifth.
It looked like Shane got a really good run into turn one, and he nearly got squeezed wide, but he's done well to get through. Look at this, nearly 4 wide. Scott McLaughlin pushed wide there. Looks like Todd Kelly got into the rear of the Volvo.
And I think Garth Tanner got into the back of Todd Kelly, and that helped McLaughlin off the road. So the leading Volvo will be right at the back of the 25-car field.
And you see there, Chris Pither filling in this weekend. He's one spot ahead of Scotty there. David Wall's got a burnt foot from Adelaide, so Chris Pither's in the 34 Volvo this weekend.
G'day to Dave and his family back up in Sydney. They'll be watching on. Busy in the background. Is that one of the Nissans?
That looks like Blanchard in the cool drive Lucas Dumbrell car, and Ambrose looked to be caught up in that as well. That was cars in the fence, I expect. It was Marcus Ambrose in the Worth number 17.
Yeah, big damage on the run up in the shady part of the circuit, up into that right-hand corner. It is an overtaking opportunity up there. A lot of single 2x2 running on the opening lap, Jack, and they're on cold tyres. But the other thing we should point out this weekend, they're on the hard Dunlop control tower. Last year on the softs, so getting these tyres up to temperature will be a more difficult ask this year.
Yeah, V8 Supercars use 2 compounds of tyres, and in recent years at the Grand Prix they've used the soft tyre, and this year it's the hard tyre, and there's only 3 sets, so 3 sets of tyres across 4 races. That'll be interesting to watch how that pans out over the weekend as we see Craig Lowndes putting the move on our own Rick Kelly there and doesn't quite get the job done.
So Winterbottom clearing out, and there's more damage. That's the number 4 Erebus Motorsport V8 entry of Ash Walsh, the safety car for the first time this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's as we look at a replay here at the start, we see Van Gisbergen on our left of screen. He had a good run up the inside of James Courtney, and then we've got David Reynolds and Scotty McLaughlin trying to go 4 wide into turn 1. And really, the field did well to get through here. It was turn 3 where there was a bit of aggravation.
Here's another look. Gee, Van Gisbergen just avoided getting into the rear corner of James Courtney. Now, turn 3, as you said, got a little bit dicey because there was a Nissan in the background there. Might have been Todd Kelly.
Yeah, it was Todd. Todd's got into the back of Scotty, and I think Scotty came across, maybe didn't see him, and again, you know, 2 guys fighting for the same bit of road.
But I think Garth Tanner was involved in that as well, Jack, and this is behind. So Andre Heimgartner was the car immediately behind Ash Walsh, so he was involved. I think Tim Blanchard and Marcus Ambrose were just the meet in the concertina there.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's not nice when you come out of there. It's a fast corner on the exit, and when you're committed and a car's sideways in front of you, you've got nowhere to go. And Tim Blanchard out of the car. Good to see he's okay.